A DFS show with John Impemba and James Grande.
What is going on, FA Nation? John Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm NBA DFS Playbook Preview Show. We're looking at the Friday. Jesus. Not Friday.
Sir?
Friday. We're coming. James and I are coming off of a 4-hour baseball auction draft, so my brain maybe was a little fried there. 4-game. Began with an F. Friday begins with an F. So, obviously the letter. Tuesday 4-game main slate. Setting the tone early for this show.
Close. It was close.
4 games. Golden State's on a back-to-back. Got Jaylen Brown already ruled out. We got Miles Bridges already ruled out. Evan Mobley questionable for this slate here. Brandon Pajemski's already ruled out. Karis LeVert's ruled out. Clint Capella's ruled out. So the names to look at. We'll have Justin Carlucci on the playbook for this 4-game slate.
On the Pajemski front, yes. Could play.
I guess that's true, right? Second leg of a back-to-back could be.
Kerr had talked about it. He said there's a chance that he plays the second leg, but he wasn't quite ready for the Monday slate. Right. Not Friday. Wasn't ready for the Friday slate. Wasn't ready for the Thursday slate.
Tatum also questionable on the slate, by the way. So
Tatum also questionable. Yep.
Could have no Tatum. Already don't have Brown. So something to watch for here. Giannis is your top price guy at 11.5. Tatum's 10.8. Harden's $10,300. Which leads us to Harden at 10.3. Trae Young at 98. LaMelo, no Bridges, 95. Steph on a back-to-back. We'll see. $9,200 here. Your top 4 price point guards on this slate. I think, Trae and LaMelo, that matchup there is pretty appealing. Especially, again, no Bridges for Ball. So Ball is live for 30 shots. He'll have to deal with Dyson Daniels, obviously. But and we know what Trae can do in this matchup against Charlotte. So what are your thoughts here at point guard?
I obviously like both those names. I understand the Cleveland matchup isn't exactly too fun for Harden, but dude, he has just been incredible. It's incredibly impressive what he's doing. He's 36 years old. He's obviously had the lengthy career that he's had. And for him to be this good still is crazy. 52 plus fantasy points in 5 straight and in 7 of his last 8 games overall.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big pace up spot for the Clippers. So if there's no Evan Mobley, that's a different looking defense as well. So I like Harden right there with Trae and LaMelo. And I would fully expect Harden to be the contrarian guy of the 3, especially Ball playing without Miles Bridges. So I think a lot of people are going to go there if that game can stay competitive. I mean, Atlanta just outright lost to Brooklyn, so no reason to think it wouldn't stay competitive. But same thing with Trae. If he makes shots, he has a big ceiling.
Hits keep coming for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy out for the year with a torn labrum in his shoulder.
Oh, dude, there's just a couple teams this year, Dallas and the Pelicans, that it's just endless. No, it's just an endless cycle of injuries. That stinks. You and I are Trey Murphy stands. He has I got
Trey Murphy on my FSGA team, which continues just to get absolutely annihilated by injuries there. Losing Embiid, losing Wembanyama, now losing Trey Murphy. We're limping. We've clinched a playoff spot, but we're limping.
No.
We haven't clinched yet.
No, I'm in 5th, and you're gonna beat the guy because he's not saying his lineup, which is unfortunate. Yeah. I needed you to lose, honestly. I needed you to lose. I cannot overthrow you. So you're basically clinched unless your team just stops playing basketball.
True.
But not officially.
I clinched the other league.
We're in the. You and I are both in a dog fight in the postseason right now.
Got it. Anyways, tough news there. But back to this slate. And then obviously if Curry plays, he'd be fine against Milwaukee here at $9,200. Tier below, Lillard down to 85. Garland, 8K. Derek White, again, no Jaylen Brown already, and then maybe no Jason Tatum. We get some short slate pricing on some of these guys. What do we think's going on here?
You think that
Daniel 69.
Yeah, everyone's elevated. Yeah, makes it harder. I like it. I'd be very interested in the Cleveland stuff if there's no Evan Mobley. I know Mitchell hasn't been great.
Yeah.
I would be okay going there. Same thing with Garland. The minutes have been trending upwards for Darius Garland in competitive games. I'd be okay getting to both those guys. Obviously, I think Derek White in general is in play. Wasn't great against Miami, but 7 of 18. That's without Jaylen Brown. You love the 18 shot attempts in that one. So I'm good getting to Derek White if Tatum plays because we already know Brown's out. I'm good with Dyson Daniels. They are seemingly comfortable just with the minutes, 34. The shot volume is Yeah. He really makes his salary in peripheral stats. So I'm good there. I'm not going to be paying 61 for Keon Johnson.
Okay.
With D'Angelo Russell back.
Right.
I know Cam Thomas isn't there, but I think this is a complete different situation. With D'Lo there. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'd rather probably just play D'Lo for $200 cheaper. Pritchard, we know, is in play with no Jaylen Brown. Played a lot of minutes the other day.
40 against this team.
Yeah, gonna play in a lot of minutes in this one as well. Probably okay with Pajemski, and it's a little different. Drew has had back-to-back really good games. I'd kind of expect him to be pretty popular in this game at 5,200.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown coming off 2 really good games. Like, if you want to go there, I'm curious as like the minutes trend upwards. I know he has been like the one guy that hasn't played well this year for Boston. The shooting has been like the one thing that's really obviously different than last year. He was a 40% 3-point shooter last year, and he hasn't been that this year. I wonder if Boston is just gearing him up for the playoffs with the way that the minutes have trended.
I said he came back after missing, a couple of weeks, 35, 32, 35, 35, 38, just throwing him right in there. So
if that's going to be the minute and workload for Drew, then I'm interested. And if he's going to take this many threes, 5+ threes in 4 straight games, peripheral stat Drew is back because that had seemingly like evaded him a little bit. So I like the 52 with no Jaylen. I could see Nick Smith starting, but he obviously is a super inconsistent player. A little indifferent about it.
So who starts for Bridges in this spot? Right?
I have no idea because I would have guessed Salon. He's like not even with the team. He's in the G League. So I have no idea.
They're already playing DeQuan Jeffries a lot. So
I would say they just go small and like Josh Green is probably the power forward. Yeah. But also, I say that, and Atlanta's starting Mo Gay at power forward. He's like 7 feet tall. So they could just we see like Musa? He does play. Does Charlotte just like start Musa and like match Mo Gay's minutes?
Or they stretch them out and make them take Gay off the floor.
Or one of those 2 options could be Nick Smith, and they just go small with Josh Green and DeQuan Jeffries.
Yep. Anything else here, point guard?
Kevin Porter Jr. has been really good. Just throwing it out there. Sure. Really, really good off the bench lately.
Did Mann get the Levert minutes the other day?
He did. And so did Krejci.
Sure.
Wherever Krejci is, we'll get to him.
Okay. Shooting guard, Donovan Mitchell, 8,800. You mentioned, obviously, with Mobley, if he was to be out, Cleveland guys would be in play. Norm Powell returned, played 23 minutes. It was a blowout. Wasn't really great, but missed a lot of time. We'll see what happens there, but he's back in the lineup at least. A lot of these guys are overlapping. Moody, if guys sit for Golden State on the back-to-back, would certainly be appealing. Tyrese Martin started with Cam Thomas out. Cam Thomas obviously done for the year, so you'll get more big minutes out of Tyrese Martin probably moving forward. Do you think?
I think
Zaire is like where they go.
I would assume Zaire would re-enter the starting lineup after that late scratch the other day. Could be wrong, and they just do play Tyrese Martin a little bit more, but I'd expect it to be Zaire.
Because they moved Keon to the bench when Russell was active. So,
Did they do that with Cam Thomas inactive?
no. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out the rotations because Russell wasn't in the other day either. So,
which game did Russell play versus?
Russell played Boston, didn't play versus Atlanta.
The Boston lineup was Keon, Sharp, Zaire, Cam J, D'Angelo.
Okay.
So they started Zaire, Keon, and D'Lo in that game.
All right. Well, I guess
and then Sharp's not going to start. They won't start Sharp, and they'll start Claxton, and then you have Cam J at the 4.
All right, so I guess we'll watch Zaire, who's probable then, who would definitely be in play if he starts at 49.
Yep.
Strus is there. You mentioned Nick Smith already. Krejci, as you saw, 27 minutes for him in that spot. Anything else at shooting guard?
Strus is 4,800 is disgusting.
Been good, fantasy wise.
He's been good.
You mentioned Josh Green. He's been playing minutes.
He's a player in the NBA.
Yep. I mean, same thing with Dunn, Gary Payton, all those guys are kind of the same. So small forward again, 4 game slate, so shorter player pools. We'll see what happens with Tatum or not. Obviously, if Tatum's in, we'd probably go back to the well. It wasn't great for us in the same spot the other day against Brooklyn. Kawhi 82 buckets. We'll see if he plays the back-to-back. 79. Cam Johnson's $7,100 here. Hunter would be better without Mobley, I would assume.
Yeah, I think Kawhi is definitely someone I'm looking at. 82 with the minutes, the way that they've been in the productions followed suit. So like Kawhi, definitely like Butler, and he's having an absolute monster game tonight, even though they're outright losing to Denver at current recording time. Butler is definitely in play. We'll see if Steph plays on the second leg. He went into the Monday slate with a back injury, so we'll see how they handle Golden State in general on the second leg. I love Cam J. 7,100 feels expensive, but I understand it because he's been so good. So if you want to get to Cam J, you can. And Hunter, he'll start for Mobley if Mobley doesn't play.
Yeah, again, Cam Johnson against Boston, 47 fantasy points in that game. So
yeah, he's been super good. The minutes have been great. They've talked about wanting their players to feel what it's like to win and stuff. So it doesn't seem like they're gonna shut anyone down, at least for in the immediate. We'll see what happens as we get closer to the end of the year.
Sure. Value plays here. Anybody of note?
I mean, Ricochet, it's just impossible to know when he's going to play minutes. It's just impossible. He was playing really well the other night, and he just gets taken off the floor and doesn't play again.
Yeah, so, 7 of 13. That's what great shooting. Just 23 minutes, didn't give you anything else. So
can't. It's hard to really get there. Hauser played 28 minutes in that Brooklyn game. Absolutely despise when Sam Hauser's price is over 4K. It's the worst feeling ever.
If Tatum sits, though.
If Tatum sits. And then an interesting value. I guess we'll see what happens, but Brooklyn got Maxwell Lewis in that trade that they made earlier in the year, and he's played, and then head coach Rudy Fernandez was really singing his praise after the game about how well he's played. So I don't think we need to go there. I think he's in their rotation. Obviously, getting Zaire back and whatnot will help, and getting Clowney back that. None of that's going to help him play more, but something to keep in mind, I guess, moving forward. They really like this kid.
Sure. You mentioned Daquan Jeffries already playing a bunch of minutes. Would certainly not have that be taken away with no Bridges. So maybe something there against Atlanta. But then again, we'll see what happens at Golden State. Santos started the other day, played 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Power forward, Giannis is 11.5. Would be a great spot to play Giannis on a small slate.
Yep.
Tatum and Mobley, again, questionable. We'll see. We talked Kawhi, Butler, Cam J. We've talked. Draymond, $6,200. Did Kuminga get any sort of minutes bump today?
Yep. He's at 21, 7 minutes left in the fourth. He is
currently on the floor.
Currently on the floor. We don't know what the.
There is a timeout on the floor, so he could, I guess, get subbed out theoretically.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. So again, a lot of crossover at power forward right here.
Also, his first back-to-backs, after missing 2 months, so potential rest spot for Kuminga, but we'll see.
Sure. All right, so talk to me about power forward again. A lot of these guys we've already discussed.
Al
Horford, right? Like 51.
He'll start. Yeah, he'll start just with JB out. It's what they do.
And he was good again.
Yeah, Watford minutes are probably going to trend down with their health. Niang is a guy that also got a bump, no Levert, but we've also seen Niang's minutes have been pretty secure. I'd expect just kind of with the lack of value so far that we have, Niang early run gets some good ownership considering the minutes have been pretty secure outside of a blowout.
Does Dean Wade start?
I don't think so. Yeah. They probably would go Hunter.
Yeah, I guess not. That's true. He didn't start the other day. So, all right. Anything else? Hunter's a good shot too, by the way. I know we haven't dug into him. Didn't have a great Orlando game, but the minutes should be pretty secure there if Mobley sits.
Mm-hmm.
And then center, Zubac 84. Mark Williams is 81 against Atlanta here. We have Porzingis, which could have no Tatum, obviously no Brown already. Oni, no Capella, gets Charlotte at 75. All pretty good spots there for that group.
Yeah. I mean, my feelings on Zubac.
Yep.
I don't need to keep reciting them, but almost triple-double the other day in 28 minutes. He's amazing. I don't know much else. Mark Williams, they just need to keep this guy in a competitive game, and he'll get somewhere near 30 minutes, and he has massive upside.
Mm-hmm.
7 assists feels a little bit of an aberration, but 15 rebounds and 18 points do not.
Nope.
So
and 7 assists is kind of wild, like you said.
Yeah,
like the fact that he was able to get.
Yeah. The fact that you're right. Just the fact that that's in the repertoire is enough. Listen, I don't know what this illness was, and no one knows what this illness was, but the fact that he was able to just come out and play 32 minutes is definitely something.
Yep.
32 minutes right away. So, like KP already without Jaylen Brown, and then obviously without Tatum would be crazy. Kongwu, yep. Yep. Guy's just very good at the game of basketball.
We get Charlotte, which I know he didn't have good success in that last matchup, but still, willing to continue to run that one.
And then I'll play Jared Allen every single time Evan Mobley doesn't play in a basketball game. So he's
locked in his
super
minutes.
good.
So.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed. Got Brook Lopez, Nick Claxton down here as other options for mid-range. We talked Horford already. Not really any value centers, I guess.
Quentin Post would probably be the one guy that I'd even
have a dart for.
Yeah, I mean, so you could probably put Daron in that same bucket too. I know Daron's not going to play more than 18 minutes when Claxton's healthy, but we know that he plays a lot, or he can fill it up when he plays. So, yeah. But I don't there is the off chance that Charlotte starts a Diabate at power forward or something. It's not going to be anything that I think they extend for much, but
All right. Well, short slate. I didn't find that there was any very obvious value plays that were gotta play this guy sort of situation here.
No, I mean they're Atlanta stuff like Niang or like Krejci or Man, probably like the three that I felt pretty good about.
Do you have a preference of one of those three?
Niang, probably.
Okay. Is he
power forward only?
Power forward only. That's kind of a killer. Niang. What's our top spend? So like Trey here or
yeah, any of those point guards are good.
Shooting guard 61. I just go dark white. Just love that there. 59 for small forward. Run out of money quick, man.
Jeffries 4K. He's gonna play a bunch.
Yeah.
He plays in blowouts too. So
6,500 for the rest of the position. Center guard and util.
So Okongwu. I mean, I would say Jared Allen if we knew Mobley wasn't going to play. That I think that would be like probably both the guys. That would be the guy that both of us probably said.
Sure. 6,000 for a guard and a util.
One of the Brooklyn Zaire.
Yeah,
49.
Yeah, Zaire. What is he? 49.
49.
That gives us a 72 util, which is go Cam J and just plug Jared Allen now. Just play him anyways.
Yeah, I'm good with either or.
We'll do Jared Allen for now, and we'll move. We have the dollar to move up to Cam Johnson if we want to. But Trey, White, Jeffries, Horford, Okongwu, Zaire Williams, Georges Niang, Jared Allen, 4 games. So small player pool. We'll see what the injuries come through. If there's any more value that opens up, maybe we can get some more high-priced guys in there. Myself and Keith Ice will be live at 5 p.m. Eastern time, so make sure you tune in for that. We appreciate you guys stopping by. We'll see you later.